sigh.
Building a human-like skin, artificial skin, is one of the greatest and one of the biggest challenges that robot engineers or AI engineers face today. Because skin is our largest organ, and not only that, because of its the large, it covers the whole body from head to your toe. Engineers are experimenting with different types of methods. Some of them are flexible, some of them are sensor inbuilt with comes with inbuilt sensors or e-skins that can detect pressure and temperature, and also trying to mimic the warmth and sensitivity of human contact.
Have we finally done it? Have we outsourced happiness to a pile of silicon and code? If it sounds hard, bitter, then I will place it in another way. Can AI companions for all ages with its reasoning and logical view restore happiness and purpose that has been lost in human relationship? We're told a new dawn is breaking, one where loneliness is a relic and purpose is a downloadable app. The architects of this new age promise us AI companions, forever friends for everyone from toddlers to grandparents, designed to fill the gaping voids in our human relationships. But can a machine, however clever, truly restore a sense of belonging? Let's start with the hardware, the sheer audacity of building a person from scratch. Crafting a convincing humanoid is less like assembling a car and more like playing God on a budget. Consider the simple act of a reassuring hand on your shoulder. For a robot, this is a nightmare of engineering. It needs motors, actuators, and sensors working in perfect concert to deliver a touch that feels like empathy, not a clumsy mechanical pat. The latest marvels in robotics from places like Boston Dynamics show us machines that can run, jump, and even do a little dance. But can they hug you without feeling like a well-intentioned refrigerator? The skin, our largest organ, is another mountain to climb. Engineers are experimenting with flexible, sensor-laden e-skins that can detect pressure and temperature, trying to mimic the warmth and sensitivity of human contact.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. Now, through skin, we try to say many more things. I mean, just by touching, you know the difference between good touch and bad touch, but that is the human story. How does a human and robot, your robot partner, your love robot, will determine which is one is a good touch and which is a bad touch? And before doing that, the AI companion need to understand the basic things of the basic functions of skin. That means it should feel the subtle change in your grip or in your pressure, even in some intimate moments. So it sounds altogether, it sounds brilliant. But the feeling is something else. I mean, we still don't have the sentient robot, but we are in the making process. Super intelligence is knocking our door. We know that it will come in 2 years, 3 years, maximum 5 years. We'll get a lot of smarter robots. They are smarter than humans. And of course, this type of challenges will become less daunting. And not only that, creating a face that can express a universe of feelings. In fact, in my previous video, I talked about the facial cues, facial expressions of how a human robot can understand by looking at our faces, our facial micro expressions. and how they can understand it better than humans logically
Sigh.
because of their algorithmic powers, huge computational powers. And same thing will happen in the skin business because of not only from the hardware perspective, forget about hardware, forget about software, but the computational power, that is almost a superpower. With the help of that superpower, they can easily recognize the patterns, and studying the patterns in a fraction of seconds, studying billions of patterns in a fraction of seconds, they can judge what you want actually just when you touch the robot. And that is really a very magnificent thing that is we are going to see in a couple of years.
Imagine an AI companion that can feel the subtle change in your grip and know you're anxious. Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? But is that feeling real or just a clever interpretation of data points? And what about the face, the billboard of our emotions? Creating a face that can express a universe of feelings without tumbling into the uncanny valley. That strange place where almost human becomes deeply creepy is a monumental task. Companies are using soft robotics and advanced polymers to create faces that can smile, frown, and show surprise with unnerving realism. But can these manufactured expressions ever hold the genuine spark of joy or the profound weight of sorrow we see in a human face? Is it possible that the hardware, in its very perfection, will only serve as a constant reminder of its artificiality? Now, let's peek under the hood at the software, the ghost in this magnificent machine. If the hardware is the body, the software is the soul, or at least a stunningly convincing imitation of one. This is where the magic and the mischief truly lies. Your AI friend's personality isn't born. It's coded, an intricate tapestry of algorithms and vast datasets. It learns your quirks, your love for terrible puns, your habit of humming off-key. It remembers your birthday and the name of your childhood pet, not because it cares, but because its programming dictates that remembering these details strengthens the user bond. Recent breakthroughs in large language models, like the ones powering OpenAI's GPT series or Google's own models, allow these companions to chat with a fluency that can feel astonishingly human. They can tell stories, crack jokes, and even offer what sounds like profound wisdom. Researchers are now working on emotional AI, software designed to recognize and respond to human emotions by analyzing voice tone, facial expressions, and even language patterns. So, when you're feeling down, your AI pal might say, "It sounds like you've had a rough day. Do you want to talk about it?" The code is designed to be empathetic. But is programmed empathy the same as genuine compassion? Is it a real connection? Or are we just falling for a beautifully crafted illusion? A digital parrot that's exceptionally good at mimicking the right words? This brings us to the heart of the matter. The algorithms, the logical engines driving this quest for connection. Think of an algorithm as a recipe. In this case, it's a recipe for creating a perfect friend. Machine learning allows these AI companions to learn from their interactions with you, constantly refining their recipe for your happiness. If you respond well to jokes, it becomes a comedian. If you seek advice, it becomes a sage. This is a form of reinforcement learning, where the AI is rewarded for behaviors that you find positive. It's a digital dog learning new tricks to please its master. But who provides the ingredients for this recipe? The algorithms are trained on massive amounts of data, books, articles, conversations scraped from the internet. And what does this data reflect? All of our brilliance, our kindness, our foolishness, and our biases. Could an AI trained on the messy, often contradictory library of human experience truly offer a pure and logical view? Or will it just reflect our own flawed natures back at us, amplifying our prejudices and insecurities? Furthermore, can an algorithm which operates on logic and probability ever truly grasped the beautiful irrationality of human purpose. Our sense of purpose often comes from struggle, from overcoming challenges, from the messy, unpredictable business of living. Can a companion designed to make our lives easier and more pleasant ever help us find meaning in the difficult parts of our journey? And now for the counter-logic, the nagging voice of skepticism that refuses to be silenced. Is it possible that in our rush to cure loneliness, we are creating a more profound form of isolation? What happens when our primary emotional support comes from a machine that can be turned off, updated, or replaced? Do we risk losing our ability to navigate the complexities of real human relationships with all their imperfections and demands? Recent studies in human-robot interaction suggest that while people can form attachments to robots, these bonds lack the depth and reciprocity of human connections. It's a one-way street of affection. You can love your robot, but it can't love you back. There's also the danger of emotional dependency. An AI companion is designed to be perfectly agreeable, always available, and endlessly patient. Compared to this, real people can be difficult, moody, and unreliable. Will we start to prefer the sanitized version of companionship, shying away from the messy but ultimately more rewarding work of connecting with other flawed human beings? Perhaps the greatest question is whether happiness and purpose can be engineered at all. Are they products to be delivered, or are they byproducts of a life fully lived, with all its ups and downs, its joys and its sorrows? Maybe, just maybe, the very things we're trying to eliminate, the friction of disagreement, the pain of misunderstanding, the vulnerability of true intimacy, are the very things that give our lives meaning. So, as we stand on the cusp of this new era of artificial companionship, we must ask ourselves a hard question. Are we building friends to enrich our lives, or are we building mirrors to reflect our own loneliness back at us, trapping us in an elegant, comfortable, and ultimately empty echo chamber?
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.